Hi guys, it's Alia. Welcome back to my channel. So I'm here again working on my little fall journal here, and I don't remember what exactly we did in the last video, but I did finish up the cover. So I'm thinking, yeah, I don't remember if I did show you the stitching, how I stitched this on. It's glued and then I stitched that. And then what I did was the inside, and I made these two pockets, added these leaves kind of to sort of bring out the green there. I did the trim underneath because I think we did this on camera, because I'm pretty sure I had to wait for something to dry. Then I sewed the trim on. I sewed the leaves on too. I put this on, and these are actually glued on, and then I sewed all around the edge of the whole cover. So that's what I did off camera. Now what I did was select all the pages that I want, and of course, as you can see, they're all different sizes. So I'm going to sort of organize like the order that I want them in, and cut them down to size. So that's what I want to do in this video. So I'm thinking first, they're all folded, and height-wise, they're all the right size to fit in the journal. It just the width, some of them are going to have to be cut down. These two pages, they came out of a very vintage banjo book. So what I did is I did reinforce it with washi on both sides, just so, you know, the paper doesn't rip. Then I have some just regular coffee dyed. I have a couple little sheets. This is vintage graph paper. What else did I get in here? This is some sort of resume paper. It has a watermark, 1979 is the watermark, so that's nice. I have two book pages, but I thought, you know, it's kind of, I mean, it's more winter, but I thought it'd be cute to put in the book. And then these are the pages from the actual paper pad that I want to use. So, and then this one is the very middle of the signature, and I cut it all down, and I know I talked about this in the last video. So I'm thinking now, let's see, I'm just looking to see, when you open this, do you want a busy page? No. I want probably, I think I'm going to go with one of these, and that way we can decorate this page with something. But I feel like any of these others is just a little too busy to be the first page. All right, so this is going to be the first page, but then again, you know, this can be definitely the second page. Let's do maybe a little colorful page in there. And we can always, you know, rearrange the pages if we don't really like the way that they're looking. So it's not written in stone right now. This is not, we don't have to have it this way, is what I'm trying to say. Got that. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So I think this is actually going to work out really well. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. This. Actually, I like that. And then that, and then the middle. Okay, so that is where we're at. But see how everything is all uneven. We're going to cut the pages down. And I know everybody has a different way you know, how they cut their pages down. This is just how I do it, and I'm sure this is a long way around, but I don't know. It makes it easy for me to do it this way. All right, so I put the whole signature in, and I'm just going to take my pencil and I'm just going to mark where the edge is, because I want to go in just a little bit. The thing is, and this is why it's very time consuming, and actually, you know what? Hold on. A lot of these pages, hold on, I just got to look up into the light. Where's the first page that I really have to cut? It's actually back here, I think. Oh, let's see, because these pages here are shorter than that mark. All right, let's see. So is this page. So where is the first? All right, we actually oh, there's 2 pages here. I just noticed that. Well, we'll take one and put it somewhere else. All right, so I'm thinking actually this might work out. Hold on. Because most of these pages are already under the mark. Normally that never happens. Usually I have to do several pages at a time. And basically all I do is I find the mark and then I just go in just a tad. Maybe like that. Let's try that. Okay, hold on. Let's see if it'll cut. I think, oh, almost. Oops, not this one. All right, let's try this again. Okay. And I know a lot of people, they use like a box cutter, one of those blades, but for some reason, I've done it before, but it doesn't always work for me. You know what? There's just 1 page left, I believe. I'm just going to use my scissors and cut it. Or I could have teared it. I could have torn it. You know, I could have used a ruler and lined it up. But, you know, it just happened this way. So let's see. Let me get rid of this real quick. So this was the front page. And this is going to go here. Like that. And you know what? Let's just put that in there. Okay. Oh. No. See? You can still see, so we got to do a little bit more trimming, which is fine because, you know, once you put pages inside of pages, it pokes it out just a little bit. So what I did, see, this is where I want to cut right here. I don't know if you can see that. I just make a little pencil mark so I know where to cut. And let's take just a couple pages. And I do a couple pages at a time just because I don't know how much it will cut through, and I don't want it to be too much for the paper trimmer. Okay, let's try that now. Oh, that was a lot. I don't know how much that cut. Oh, there we go. All right, so now this is going to go in here. So now it's more even. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's more even. And if you want it completely perfect, then sometimes using a box cutter does the trick, but it just doesn't work for me. So again, I'm going to take a few pages. You know what, let's do this many. And I actually have a really dull blade on it. It probably, if I had a newer blade, it would go a little smoother. But I just don't have a new blade on me. It's in my craft room somewhere. I have a package of them, and I'm just not sure at this moment in time where that package might be, because I mean, it was a blessing and a curse when I kind of somewhat tidied my craft room, because I put everything in all these great places. But now when I go to look for stuff, they're nowhere to be found. So, all right, so let's see how this looks. Let me just get rid of this, and let me get rid of this here. Oh, hold on, hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, no, maybe. Okay. All right, so let's see how this works. Alrighty. And perfect. So you see, now there's space, and you don't see the pages sticking out the side. All right, so let's see. I'm thinking what I'm actually gonna do off camera is well, hold on. I'm thinking. Because, all right, and this is what I'm thinking. I don't mean to be quiet. This is what I'm trying to battle in my head. When I used to make junk journals, the old way of doing it was, now they got all the pages together, the cover sort of goes to the side for a while until we need it at the very end, and I'll decorate all my pages. Once all the pages are decorated, and by decorating I mean I added any pockets, any tuck spots, any sewing, you know, stuff like that, then I would take the whole signature and sew it in, and then it's basically finished. Recently, I have finished this part and sewn the signature in, because it's easier to sew a signature in when it's really flat and there's nothing to, it's not bulky. The only thing is, when you do it that way, say I want to sew any pockets or anything like that, or sew anything on, I can't now, because it's in a book, and really, how are you going to sew it? I mean, you could hand stitch it, sure, but am I going to do that? Probably not. So everything would have to be glued in, which is completely fine too, but I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know what I feel like right now, honestly. I kind of want to wait, because I feel like there's things that I'm going to want to sew, but I don't know. And I mean, I've always done junk journals when it's really full and fat and it's a little hard to sew in. So it's not like I can't. Decisions. Oh gosh. I'm thinking, I think we're just going to, I'm sorry guys, I know you're sitting there like anxiously waiting my decision, and I am actually anxiously waiting my decision too. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I think at this point I am going to, I'm gonna sew it in first, and then all the pockets and tuck spots and everything will be glued, which is fine. If I do any laces, like, you know, like the fabric ruffles on the side, I'll sew it and then I'll just glue it in. Oh, and you know, the reason why I came to this decision is because it's a lot easier sometimes to work in a journal that's already put together than separate. And it's definitely a lot easier to sew it in when it's not embellished or anything. So yeah, so I'm gonna do that. I'm thinking, think, but I think that's a great decision. Now let me just see. Oh, we're only at 15 minutes. You know what? Let's sew it together. Do you guys want to sew? Let's sew. And I'm just going to do, you know, a very easy 5 pamphlet stitch like I've been recently doing. Let's see. I'm just going to first look through and make sure all the pages are where I want them. And my cat's head keeps popping up between my legs because she wants to get up on the table so bad. She's trying to find a way. So sorry, I'm a little distracted at the moment because there's this cute little face staring at me. And okay, let me push that back down. So what I do is take my cover, and I'm just making sure that the top and bottom is the right amount of space. And then I'm just going to start clipping. And you can always reclip if, you know, something needs to be reclipped. Sometimes I have to adjust the pages. Sometimes it goes in perfectly the first time. So let's see. I think... Yep. Good. Okay. So... And I always make sure, okay, this is the cover and it's going the right way. Let me get my awl, excuse the reach. And I don't measure. I used to measure, but I feel like that was just a little bit much. And I just eyeball. So the first thing I do is eyeball the middle. And I'm sure I'm not exactly in the middle, but I do my best. And I just want to make sure that it comes through. Okay, right in the crease. So we have one. And then what I do is you can go to either side and basically poke your hole, and I'll show you. Oops, hold on. Oh, good. Okay, poke that. So, and then I kind of just sort of see how far the hole is up, and it's about right there. And then, you know, again, just eyeball it. And then the easy holes are the last two, because basically here's one hole and here's the middle. You just have to go in the very middle of both of those holes. And again, I am eyeballing it. Is it perfect? Oh, definitely not. But, you know, I think I'm pretty close. Okay. Alrighty. And then last hole, again, just eyeballing it. And pushing it through. All right, excuse the reach again. And let's see, I'm hoping I have a brown, dark brown thread in my box of threads. Oh, there's this one. This one's thick though. Huh. That's not embroidery floss. However, this one, is this the color I'm looking for? Oh, it's a nice color. Wait a minute. Hold on. No. But there's also this color, which I kind of like too. Actually, I like this color better. Well, let me see. Which one do I like better? And I don't think you can see, so I do apologize. Let me just show you what I'm trying to compare. These are both of the colors. This is a brown. This is like a, I don't know, beige cream. I actually like the beige cream a little bit better, honestly. That is my honest truth. Okay, so I gotta find the rest of it in this crazy mess that I have. That's like a big bird nest in here. All right, now I get out my needles. Okay, let me put this just aside for now and find the end. Here it is. Okay. And I don't measure out my rope or my string. I just sort of kind of go with the flow. So I'm thinking I want to, yeah, about this much. And I've just clipped the other part here because I want to make sure it's tight. And being a 5-hole pamphlet stitch, it's a little different because you have to make sure it's tight as you go. With a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, I feel like even at the end you can always tighten it. But I mean, maybe you can with this, but I always find that, I don't know, I have to tighten as I go. Okay, so hole 1 and then hole 2. Okay, so we have hole 1, hole 2, and then we're going to go to hole 3. Okay, so now I'm just going to pull it. You don't want to pull it hard, but you want to pull it just, you know, tight, taut. That's what it is, taut. All right, so now I'm going to go back through this, oops, where am I? This hole right here. So this is hole 4. Or, yeah, well, I go by 4. Now 5 is I'm going to skip the middle hole and I'm going to go to the next hole. Skip the middle and then go to the next one. So this is 5, and again, pull it taut. And now I'm going to go to 6, which is, hold on, 6. Oopsies. 6 is here somewhere. Let's see. Oh, I just got to push it down a little more. The hole wasn't so, I didn't make such a big hole. Okay, so 6 and pull it taut. Now 7 is back through the hole, the previous hole. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, so I hope you understanding what I'm saying. Okay, and then we're going to go back through the middle, and this is 8. And when you push it back through the middle, let me just push it back, hold on, because I don't think I'm in camera. I want to push it back through the hole, but, all right, okay. So, well, I'm pushing it back through the hole. Let me take off the needle and then I'll show you what I'm talking about, because, and I'm just going to cut everything down because there's so much thread everywhere. All right. So when you go back through, and I hope you can see, each of the strings, each of the tails is on opposite sides of the thread. All right, and so we're just going to pull just a little bit, and we're making sure all these are nice and tight. There's a little give because it's not tied yet, so there we go. All right, and then what I do is just I tie a single knot first, and then I do the double knot where I loop it through and then I loop it through again. And then I do another double knot. 1, 2. Okay. So let's take off the clips and just have a little look-see. And I'm leaving the tails long for now because I'm not sure if I want to hang anything off it yet, but I'd rather have it long, and then I can always cut it later than cut it now and say, oh darn it, I wish I had my tails. So, all right, so there we go. So when you open it, sometimes it's nice just to kind of go through and sort of fold all the pages, just so it gets used to being open. And it kind of shows the pages, you know, where they should be bending and, you know, stuff like that. Especially like a big one, like, I mean, not a big one, a thicker one like this that has the washi on it. You want to just make sure that it's all bending nicely. And I mean, of course, you don't have to do this. I just like to do it because it helps the book lay flat. And it helps the pages kind of learn where they should be folding and stuff. So there's the middle, and then again, go back through. Especially the cardstock pages too. Not only the washi tape, but the cardstock ones that are from the paper pad. You know how they're that thicker paper. You want to make sure they're bending where they should be bending. So this is all nice and pliable. That's what the word I'm looking for, pliable. We're making the pages pliable. All right, so let's get to the very end. We're almost there. And there. All right, so I'm going to end the video here. The only thing that I'm actually going to do while I have you on camera, and I like to do this with all of my journals, well, recent journals, is I like to sign them. So I'm thinking I'm going to put it right there. And I make these. I hand make these. I hand stamp it, and then I color it in, and then I sign my name. So it's kind of like, you know, a little maker's mark. I don't know if that's what you call it, a maker's mark. I don't know. But then we're just going to put it, glue it down like so. And that just kind of signs the book. Whoops. There we go. All right, so we have, oh gosh, what did I just do? There we go. We have the basic construct of the journal. I'm really loving this. I love how the word cider matches the back. Obviously plain on the back. We have all the pockets. No, we have all the pages sewn in now. We have the 2 pockets. And so in my next video, probably what I'll do is start making the tuck spots and stuff for the inside. And, you know, go from there. So that is it for this video. As always, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're, you know, liking crafting along with me, even though it's not a full tutorial. It's just kind of a check-in. But maybe you're making a journal too, and maybe we're making journals side by side. Except you're in your house, I'm in mine. But, you know, whatever you're doing, I hope you're having fun. I know my friend Stacy, she always is crocheting as she's watching videos. Well, not always, but sometimes she'll leave messages that she's watching my videos as she's crocheting. So I hope you guys are doing something fun like Stacy. So again, thanks so much for watching, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.